My name is Phil. Tonight on the show, I'm gonna teach you how to make congee, which is gruel. Congee goes by many names. It's probably appropriate to look that up here on our outdated globe. So, congee is from this area, also known as Asia, or in China they call it juk. In Japan, I think it's called okayu. Congee is a Chinese word, I think. And if you think about it, speaking in very inoffensive generalities, rice is a popular food in Asia. Therefore, rice porridge or rice gruel is a way of cooking rice and therefore is popular in this region. You may not be very excited about me making gruel, but really it's not that different from oatmeal. It's probably more savory. I have to sneeze. It's not coming. It'll come in a minute. Since I told you what we're making tonight, oh wait, no, I was talking about how it's not exciting, but it is exciting because similar to how in America land, oatmeal is about the toppings, where someone's like, oh, I'm gonna have some oatmeal, it's so healthy. And then they put like a cup of syrup and like sprinkles and nuts and like chocolates and fruit and like all the bullshit in the world on top of it. The same is true of congee in that you can basically put like everything that would make a good meal on top of rice porridge and it becomes a good meal. So I'm gonna show you like at least one way to put toppings on it, but if things get wild and crazy, I might show you more than one. Also, I want to take this time to brag that I replaced my own garbage disposal in this house, and it only took me 2.5 hours. But let's listen to that. Let's listen to that puppy hum. Oh yeah! I'm especially proud because it involved electrical work, and I didn't die. So that's my efficacy measure for the success of that, is that it functions and I didn't die. And I did like 2.5 hours of plumbing Pilates, and my body hurts. So on that note, I'm gonna finish this drink, and the first step of this dish will be have another one. Or I gotta come up with some like my own equivalent to another one, such as an additional one. If you got an idea for the equivalent of another one that sounds even better than that, I don't know if you copyright it, but I just don't want to be DJ Khaled. Let us know in the comments below or by email. Or passenger pigeon if they were still around. Rip pigeons. Additional increment? That's too hard to say.
More please.
More please. That's pretty good. Have I talked about Las Coast tangerine? In the tradition of some of these episodes, just like to ramble about other things that are not related to the recipe for quite a while before starting cooking. Even though it would be more appropriate for me to get the dish going and then talk, I'm gonna just keep rambling. Las Coast Tangerine is one of my favorite beers. I don't really talk about like favorite beers very often because I feel like fairly neutral about most beers. But I actually think this is a particularly delicious beer. It has a very strong tangerine taste, almost like you're drinking orange juice. So that's nice. But really my favorite thing is the art. This is literally some of my favorite art ever from any product. Because look at this guy, okay, so I already resonate with him. Iggy, hey, Iggy. Oh, god damn it. Guess I'll just drink this beer while I wait for my dogs to shut up. Oh, hey, good boy, you came. Okay, anyways, back to my ramble. Mr. Orange here, he's clearly a businessman like me. He's in a suit, so I resonate on that level. But you can see he's enjoying a nice beverage like I like to do. And he's f***ed up. Look at those eyes. He's got like one eye over here that's like, oh yeah, the world is beautiful. I'm out here in this wheat field. Everything's great. And the other eye is like, oh shit. I feel like this is just like the perfect portrait of like having two beers. You know, you're just like, you're in the pocket. You know, like the Jim Leahy pocket. But for him, R.I.P. Jim Leahy, that was probably like 2 bottles of whiskey rather than 2 beers. But he's out in nature, he's f***ed up, he's having a nice time, he's got a cool haircut. It's a f***ing leaf, look at that. I just like it. Anyways, I'll cook now, if I must. All right, we're gonna start off with 1 cup of rice. Where's my cup measure? Oh, I think it's dirty. Okay, unlike many recipes that we've recently made, I actually have made this before once, so this is not the first time. So I have a little bit of lessons learned. We are gonna start with 1 cup of rice. And that is all you need, because this is porridge. You're gonna get like a crazy volume out of just a small amount of rice. Last time I made it with 2 cups of rice, and in spite of eating it every day, I could not finish it before it went bad. It was just too much. So go ahead and pour that in there. This would be the time to rinse your rice if you're into that shit, but I don't know what possible benefit you could derive from washing rice that's gonna be slow cooked. Like, you're destroying the texture. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with washed rice? Be safe? My God, that's so good. All right, I got some pre-peeled cloves of garlic. How that goes. Iggy, for the love of God. Gonna crush that garlic and the other garlic. That seems fine, or like a fine amount. Throw that in. Now you got garlic hands. Oh shit. Now I recommend using fresh ginger, unless your fresh ginger looks like this, which looks like the mummified, shriveled up penis of some ruler from long ago. So instead I'm going to use ginger paste, which keeps better in the fridge. Maybe it's not the best, maybe it's not what you should use, but it's what you got. Maybe this video is one of those videos where you're like, well, it's not that great, but it's the one I'm watching. What about a teaspoon of that? Okay, I have a rotisserie chicken. You can use a regular chicken, or just like chicken thighs, or even just chicken stock, really. But the nice convenient thing about this is this been roasted and cooked already. So we can actually just throw it in there and save us the trouble of, you know, f***ing around with raw chicken. Make sure you get like the bony dark meat pieces in there for sure, because those will have the most flavor. I'm actually probably gonna retain the breasts, which you can snicker about all you want. Tee-hee. We got any viewers that are 12? I don't really know if this is a more pleasant experience than handling raw chicken. I'm gonna go with no. You could use a knife if you have some dignity. I sure don't. Alright, I'm gonna throw that whole back in there. That'll taste nice. I think I'm just gonna keep the rest of the chicken. But don't forget the juice. Yeah, baby. And actually, I'll probably put the skin in there too. Put the skin in there. I just put the skin in there. There it is. Alright. Now pretty simple. All you gotta do is add water and simmer this shit till it turns into porridge. What a concept. We're gonna add 7 cups of water. I read a lot of different takes on how much water to add. In China, they like their porridge thinner, so they add more water. In Japan, they like it thicker, like anime body parts, or your mom's anime body parts. You're gonna have to Google that one. Generally 7 to 1 seems like a nice ratio, nice, I don't know, medium. We'll see. See where this gets us. And I'm not gonna add any salt right now or anything, so I'll do that later. Got our lid, turn on the heat. High for now till we get it to a boil, and then we're gonna reduce to a simmer. We're just gonna cook the shit out of it. And if you compare this to like cooking regular rice, you know, you got way more liquid in there, like 3 or 4 times. So like, the rice is gonna absorb it, but then the rice cell walls are gonna break down and it's gonna become porridgey. And then now that's gonna bind up with the fatty goodness of the chicken, and it's gonna make a nice gruel. Way better than, you know, prison gruel. Or does anyone have like a gruel reference? Who's eating gruel? Meanwhile, you can do some prep for the toppings. And one of the things you can do is you can chop some chicken for topping. So I retained the breast meat. Breast meat is not necessarily the best meat, but it is probably the least flavorful in terms of like adding it to a soup or to gruel or whatever. So the congee is not going to really benefit from us putting this in there. So I might as well save it and just eat it like normal chicken. If you want, you can throw the rest of the carcass in there too. I don't really think it matters at this point. Yeah, what the hell, no waste. Sorry dogs, you thought it was for you. Now there's a couple different things you could do presentation wise. Because this was slow roasted, you can shred it by hand, like so. And some people think that looks nice. An alternative would be to just slice it into pieces. So really it's up to you what you want to do. But rotisserie chicken, so you just smash it up. And we will set it aside for later. So, traditionally, like really boring congee would just have like maybe some chicken on top, some scallions, some soy sauce, sesame sauce, oil, and that's really about it. But I'm gonna cook like some more vegetables and shit, so it's like a more holistic, complete meal. So I'm gonna use this opportunity to chop some veggies. So be back with a plate of veggies. Well, I got one of these power burners, so that took like no time at all. So we're gonna reduce heat to the lowest possible. And my power burner is so hot that actually might be too hot. So we will come back and evaluate after it cools down a little bit. But I always have the option of moving it to a back burner. So let's let her roll. Keep chopping. I forgot I wanted to put some mushrooms in for flavor, and I've got some shiitakes here, and the stem is a lot harder to eat normally, so I'm actually just going to remove the stems and throw them in with the congee. And I'm going to retain the slices for sauteing up. In you go! It'll taste nice. Hey yo, check it, it's been about an hour, roughly, and we got this nice gelatinous Jalapenos rice porridge right here, yeah! So here's the problem, I stirred it so much that now it's gonna be a pain in the ass to get the non-rice stuff out of here. But you know how we do, we're just gonna do our best. Just start picking shit out of there and eventually it'll be fine. But here's the thing, a little bit of chicken in this, just as it is, I'll be fine. Ugh, skin, gross. Shit cocks. Or as my brother would say, dick. I don't know why my brother's always saying dick. It's not even like directed at anyone named Richard. I'm sorry, that was bad. I won't make any more jokes on the show. I'm wondering if there's a way to like 420 strain this, but there probably isn't. How could we have done this better? Viewers at home, please fix my problems. You know, like you do.
Just be better.
God damn it. You know what they say, out of the mouth of babes. There's definitely bones still in there. I don't want to avoid that. Okay, I fished out as much stuff as I'm gonna. You can save the meat if you want, I don't care. Just gonna leave that on the back burner while we prepare some toppings. Need a pot of water. That's how people in Pennsylvania say it, water. You know what I'm gonna cook in there? Sweet baby broccoli. Welcome to a new catchphrase for PGC. Sweet baby broccoli. Oh yeah. In a skillet, turn on the heat, medium high. Give it a whirl of stale sesame oil.
Let's go.
And we're gonna saute some shit, mainly mushrooms. That's really it. Maybe we'll throw some chicken in there for heat. Maybe I'm only gonna make one kind. my ambitions have gone down since the night has progressed. Cooking some mushrooms. Wow. You just saute them, they fall out of the pan, who gives a shit? Get your broccoli in the pot. Oh, no! It's fine. I'm cooking. That's how you cook. I'm cooking. Oh, God. Ah! Throw it in some chicken. Actually, I'm gonna throw all the chicken in. A little bit of water. Home stretch, baby. I emptied out the chicken and mushroom mixture. Make room in the pan for something more. Now I'm gonna hit it with the pan. Alright, so, congee. How is it plated? Well, you get a plate and you scoop it out. Maybe it's a bowl. If it is, that's okay. This is a big ass plate. Now, traditionally, just a real basic topping mix would be to give it just a little drizzle of sesame oil. That's plenty. Soy sauce. It's one of these, and then you just hit it with scallions. And that would be your porridge, and you would eat it like a pleb. But we can do better than that. Let's fry some eggs. Boom! Gonna take some of our mixture, chicken and mushroom. A little chicken here, add some mushrooms. It's all kind of mixed together, so that's really difficult. Boom! Next up, more vegetables. Maybe you want to add a couple slices of jalapeno. Wow, you can fan them out to look fancy. Shredded carrot, unorthodox. But it's orange, which is a different color from brown or green. Couple of these guys. Tucked! Oh my god, it's our friend Sprouts. Everything with Sprouts is fancy. We'll save that for the end. Come on, you bitch eggs. Chinese broccoli. Make it a whole meal. Gonna tuck it right in the middle. Sprouts, right there. And all that's left is an egg. This egg's slightly underdone, no problem, because I'm gonna eat it. Egg's made out of some kind of super material not known to scientists that can't be cut. Every day's a struggle. There we go. We got that egg in this trying time. Levy that egg. Like so. Oh my Christ. Look how much you upgraded your gruel. That looks gourmet. That looks amazing. Oh my God, it's breakfast. In the evening, so it's not, it's dinner. All right, it's tasting time. I'm gonna crack that yolk. Yeah, yeah. Get some gruel flavor here. I don't know if it just sat for a while, but it's not very hot. It tastes like the flavors that I put in it. Yeah, okay. That's how you do it. Fancy breakfast, a little bit of fusion twist on it. Enjoy your gruel. It's okay to be a peasant. You're not a billionaire, you're a peasant. Welcome to America. And that's our show. Good night.
Go away.